Do you mind if I just start by talking about the coming together before the game, AFL initiative and an important message. Enough is enough. I'm not here to change the world. I understand my position is to coach the footy team, but I'll do everything in my power, our power at Collingwood Football Club, to make sure our men represent us well and the community well. It's a community message. And I just want to play our part. Enough's enough.
Yep, well said. To the game, I guess, what was going through your mind when Nick was bursting clear of that stoppage with a minute to go?
What a player, huh? What a player. I was lucky enough just to watch it on the phone just before, and a little important tap on from Harvey Harrison. He looks an AFL player. We've been seeing that for a while now. But that late in the game to be running with that intensity, if you watch it and you track him, how hard he's working, and then the finish. Wow, what an exceptional talent.
Sorry, can I just ask you, just to track back to what you said at the start there, can I ask you a question about that? Do you think football needs to do more than this symbolic gesture stuff when it comes to violence against women?
It's all actions, isn't it?
So what can you do in a practical sense?
All we can do at Collingwood is role model, and I often talk about it, being a great father, being a great husband, and giving to the community and being representing us well, but also yourself. Like this, we talk about winning on the scoreboard. That's important. That really is. But I'm not here to be a spokesperson. I'm not into politics. I'm into role modeling and making our young men, proud young men. Winning on the scoreboard is one thing, but winning at all levels is really important for the Collingwood Football Club.
You mentioned Harvey Harrison just earlier, and heading into the game without Daicos and Mitchell was against such a great midfield group. It on paper looked like you're up against it, but you got Harrison, the first gamer, steps up, obviously Daicos, and all these guys just step up, and you end up winning the stoppages. You must have been so proud.
No, rapt. Hayden Skipworth done an incredible job. We had a plan going in. We knew we had enormous threats in there. Last week wasn't at a level we were happy with. Got to work on that. He had a great plan for all of us. We had a couple of guys doing jobs on individuals in there. Walsh was a great player. He got away from us. They looked so threatening around that part of the game, and it's only small margins. We kick a goal with a minute to go, but ultimately there's a lot of those things contribute to us getting the result in the end.
Have you seen a mature debutant like Lockie Sullivan handle an occasion like tonight to debut in front of nearly 90,000 people and have the impact he had?
It was great to have his family in. We had him in the club yesterday, and his girlfriend, and he's had to wait a long time for this. And there's something to be said for those that have some patience to wait, but the resilience and he's been looking like an AFL player for weeks. We've seen that, and gets an opportunity. First kick, kicks a goal. That just gives such energy to all of us. The whole group just rises and connects, and there's a lot to be said for that. And he's an important message for some. When things don't go your way, just keep going, huh? You just never know, and hopefully that inspires some others in the state leagues.
Without wanting to nitpick, do you have a bit of an issue with your starts? I mean, the last couple of weeks, Essendon last week, and Carlton, what was it, 5 or 6 goals to 3 at one stage?
I thought it was my best pre-game presentation yet. That's the feedback I got. Shows it doesn't matter. No, I thought we started okay. I think we kicked the first goal, didn't we? When you say start, what do you mean? The longevity of the first quarter? Yeah. No, we're not finished. You're playing against a really good opposition. You lose territory, and they're big guys. Are serious weapons up front. You lose territory and lose contests. It's played in your half. They're one of the best teams in the competition for a reason. We've played Port, and now then Essendon, and then now Carlton. Maybe it's a reflection of the teams they're playing more than us. We'll wait and see.
I jotted down I think your pressure rating was 192 in the second quarter. So do you feel like everything positive you do, like it really revolves around that ability to exert pressure?
Well, it's a key indicator for success for us. I think most teams know that. I was just chatting to Vossi after the game. He goes, the pressure was really good. Plus 31 tackles is a big number. Yeah. We're not here to go back in time and go, we want to play like we did last year. That's not us. That's done. We want to be better. And we weren't getting plus 31s and tackles last year. That's a better version of us. It's hard to stop.
So you think you're a better defensive team this year than
No,
last
I'm not
year?
saying that. We've got work to do on that.
Yeah.
But our pressure's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might not equate to number one pressure team in the comp yet. A plus 31 tackles is hard to play against, isn't it?
Craig, when you talk about what you're saying with Lockie Sullivan, the energy he gives you, someone like that coming into the team, but what about just a result like that? What does that do for your season? Can it be something that can really be a springboard now?
Yeah, that's a nourishing win. A couple of weeks ago I said you don't get style points, you only get 4 points. We had a bit of style to it tonight, I felt there was some things in our game that sort of expressed themselves. We looked really well connected at times. Again, it's not a perfect game. A minute to go, the score's a level, but we're not really aiming for that. But I think that's a nourishing win. Yeah, that's a deeper win than potentially we've had this year.
And what do you
Was
think?
there a part of you that thought you headed for a second draw in a row?
Yeah, there was. Oh, not 2 weeks in a row. I think this week in particular, domination of inside 50s was different, like 61 to 30 or whatever it was. So domination of territory would suggest that we probably should have executed better and had the scoreboard margin a bit more. In the third quarter in particular, I thought that for 10, 15 minutes there, it was down our end and we just couldn't execute. So we probably would have, if it was a draw, had a little bit sour taste in the mouth a little bit. I thought not for all parts, but for parts of the game we were the better team.
What about that last 5 minutes? You got two sides, arguably the two best close finish teams in the league. Were you wondering sort of who's best at controlling the footy in the last 5?
I thought we made, and I can't comment on Carlton for what they thought they did execute or didn't, but I thought we made a lot of good decisions late in the game. Look composed where we needed to be, manage those moments, which has been a hallmark of us in previous times. So it's nice. It's nice to think that we're well connected when we need to be.
Having the individual goal kickers in a game where you kicked 12 goals overall, that must be very pleasing.
Yeah, we'll find a way to score at the moment. We don't rely on maybe 2 or 3 to kick multiple goals for us. So they're Collingwood goals, and we don't really care who kicks them. I think a couple of weeks ago we kicked 17 goals, 21 with Will Hoskinell as a key. We find a way to score. I thought there's parts of our game we rushed back inside 50. We've got some work to do on that once we turn the ball over, but we're finding a way to score.
Just on Nick again. He's obviously achieved an incredible amount in a very short period of time, and he can speak for himself, obviously. But what do you think a moment like that does for someone like him?
Yeah, well, Nick, when he plays like that, he's one of the best players in the competition. Everyone can see that. He was hard to stop tonight, and he's covering the ground. We've been playing him across half back. Geordie's out. Go and do your work, Nick. And I was really, really, really happy with his defensive side of his game. His pressure was as good I'd seen him since he's been playing with us. And funnily enough, the other parts of his game really expressed himself on the back of good defence. Really pleased for that part in particular.
Is it just concussion for Bo McCreary, or are you concerned about jaw or cheekbone?
No, it's just he'll be in the protocol, so that's 12 days if all going to plan. So he won't play next week.
Is there any more of an update on Geordie from what you had a couple of days ago?
No. Last I spoke to the doctors, I'll get an update over the weekend. And I would have thought he's unlikely to play next week too. That's probably expressed itself late in the week. Tom Mitchell might be a different story. We'll wait and see on that one. Thanks, guys.